let's take you to OR Tambo International Airport, where Newzroom Africa senior reporter Malungelo Booi has been stationed, where the second batch of Johnson & Johnson vaccines have arrived. Malungelo, we watched live visuals of the entire process taking place. Talk us through exactly how that transpired and, of course, what is happening now.
That's right, Mpo. In fact, those vaccines, that consignment landed at around 6:30 in the morning. And as you can see, that SAA aircraft, that's the aircraft that actually brought those vaccines here in South Africa. There's 80,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And interestingly enough, there weren't any, senior government officials that were here to receive this consignment, as compared to when we received those AstraZeneca vaccines that came from India. And of course, if you recall, Mpo, about a week ago, we also received another another 80,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccines from Belgium. So this is what we've been told then will happen. They have already, the vaccines that arrived this morning have already been taken to a storage facility here in Johannesburg. We're told they'll be kept just for a day or two before they are being distributed to various parts of the country. Government officials have been saying that their target is to inoculate 1 million healthcare workers before the end of the first quarter of the year. So the vaccines that arrived this morning will then go towards that. If you also recall, Mpo, about a week ago we received another 80,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccines. Last night, President Cyril Ramaphosa, while speaking to the South African National Editors Forum, saying that already the country has been able to inoculate at least 52,000 healthcare workers with the first batch of Johnson & Johnson vaccines that we received over a week ago. And in fact, we know, for example, in provinces like Gauteng received about 16,800 doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccines from the first batch. We know that they've used all of those, and I'm sure they're hoping to get more of those vaccines from this batch that arrived this morning. And there has been enthusiasm from some of the healthcare workers, whether you're talking about healthcare workers at Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital here in Gauteng, or you're talking about them in places in rural provinces like the Eastern Cape at the Nelson Mandela Academic Hospital, where I've also been interacting with some of the healthcare workers who have actually been part of the inoculation campaign, and some of the people saying that they were not going to miss this opportunity, considering the fact that some of them had in fact contracted COVID-19. In fact, there was one lady that I spoke to, and in Umtata, it's a nurse, and she's saying that there was no way she was going to miss, getting this vaccine, because during the first phase of a wave of COVID-19, she contracted the virus, and she was like, she wanted to do everything possible to make sure she protects herself so that she can be able to continue to treat South Africans who have actually fallen victim of COVID-19.
Now, with this moment being one to celebrate as the second batch has made landfall, we know that it will be taken to a place of safety. But how much do we know about the actual rollout program, where exactly it will go? Because we know that the last batch went to the Baragwanath Hospital.
Well, not details really as yet as to where exactly these 80,000 batches of this consignment will go, but this is what authorities though have been saying, is that it would be distributed to various provinces. But we know though that each and every province almost has 2 inoculation sites. Here in Gauteng, for example, we know that the Steve Biko Academic Hospital in Pretoria and also the Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital have been earmarked as vaccination sites. I know the Gauteng government was saying that they plan on adding more sites for inoculation as time goes on, and I suppose then we'll get more details as to whether will the latest batch actually be going to the sites that have already been identified, or there's more sites that officials will be using going forward. But we know, Mpodo, that officials have been clear that, especially here in Gauteng, saying that when they go to phase 3 or phase 4, when they are inoculating, for example, members of the public, they will use also local clinics and pharmacies as spaces where people would go and get their COVID-19 jab.
Very well. Thank you so much. Let's leave it there for now. Of course, we will continue to get more on the developments around this matter. Our senior reporter, Malungelo Booi, at the OR Tambo International Airport, giving us a sense of the processes that will need to follow since the second batch of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine has landed.